I'm gonna go ahead and keep it a buck and say that I am a big fan of Leafy. I used to watch his videos, I would say 2016-ish, around there, and then he fell off. And recently, since he's come back, I've been watching more and more of his videos, and I liked his commentary style. It actually, him and Optimus actually influenced me, encouraged me through their content, inspired me to create or reform this channel into more of a commentary style channel, almost like a podcast on different subjects that I would like to talk about, whether it be pop culture stuff, YouTube stuff, or DC, Marvel, anime, whatever. And so they were actually huge influences in my decision to do this. And I have to say that with Leafy is Here, it is bullshit that he got kicked off the platform, in my opinion, by talking about somebody who is on the platform but is more famous for being on Twitch. Although I do think that it was rather excessive how many videos were coming out. I like the content nukes. I thought that they were interesting and they were more critiques than anything. But I do agree with the thought that Leafy actually went a little bit too much into that. He even said in his own words he was trying to milk the cow. He was trying to feed us the stew that he made with the hooves. So he knew the direction that he was going, and he probably should have stopped right before Pokimane made her apology video. Because once somebody is outed for all this stuff that they've done, all the scummy stuff that they've done, and the things that were, the things that people didn't like, and they apologized for everything, and she gave her own experiences and reasons why those things happened, but at the same time she was basically apologizing, and that is what you guys pushed her to do. The whole commentary community, they pushed her to go to that level. I would have probably stopped right there, but then the Stone Age came out, which is his last video. I didn't get a chance to watch it before he was terminated, and again, I don't think that he was rightfully terminated. I don't think that it is right for him to be terminated on making videos of critique, even if they were a little bit of excessive videos, when the thumbnail and the titles weren't like anything too crazy. Like during the DBS Broly voice actor turmoil that went through the Dragon Ball community, I saw a lot of these different channels. They had so many different, like, very, very offensive, very, very insultive thumbnails and titles that just went above and beyond, denouncing voice actors and just saying things that clearly weren't true, and their channels are still around to this day. While Leafy, he does content nukes and kind of just a series of those videos where a lot of those videos weren't even talking about Pokimane. They were basically just talking about, stocks and how much t-shirts he sold. It was his running gag that he had, and then he gets deleted. I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's right, but I do think that he was excessive in covering Pokimane, and he should have stopped right after her apology. That should have been it. There should have been GG, done, I'm over, let's go on to something different. But of course Leafy couldn't stop, and there you go. That is what's going on right now. I think YouTube took it too far by deleting his channel. I don't think that the commentary, the old school commentary that we've seen throughout the last couple years, where you can basically talk about anything, isn't around anymore, and it speaks volumes to the fact that so much of StoryFire is the commentary community, because they are trying to rebuild themselves there, because they see a potential termination in their future, and YouTube could demonetize them, could terminate their channel, and that would basically be it. So they are all going to StoryFire, which is exactly what Leafy is here. He did. He's on StoryFire. Now, I do have a StoryFire too. It's essentially just a mixture of a story making website, a Twitter, and YouTube. Essentially YouTube, if you can get qualified to post videos. I have one on there, and I'll leave a link to it if you guys want to go ahead and follow me. I know I put it on my main channel. You guys can go ahead and follow me there on this channel, but I do believe that everybody is just taking this too far, and the YouTube community, the commentary community, is not safe anymore. So you guys better watch your asses as to what you're covering and what you're doing. It'd probably be the worst time for me to get into commentary, but again, this is more a variety channel. I just talk about whatever I want, so I don't know if I apply to the same community. But anyway, if you liked the video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe if you're new around here. This is going to be Sunscape signing off.